When it comes to dating, facts and figures may not seem like the biggest indicator of a successful connection, but author Jon Birger has a different take, spelled out in his book, Dateonomics, How Dating Became a Lopsided Numbers Game. Take a look. So how are we divided when it comes to dating?
Well, the problem is that over the past 50 years, people who went to college have become more and more likely only to want to date and marry other people who went to college. And this matters because for the past 15, 20 years, we've had 4 women graduate from college in the US for every 3 men.
Oh.
So now we have a post-college dating pool, say, among millennials. Among millennial college grads, there are now 5.5 million women in the U.S. versus only 4.1 million men. So it's 1/3 more women than men. And the focus of my book looks at how this affects dating.
Okay, so what is the solution then? How do we fix this divide?
Well, I mean, the big thing is we need to become more open-minded about whom we date and marry. I mean, I don't believe a college degree makes you a better wife or a better husband or a better boyfriend or a better girlfriend. So my hope, my expectation is that eventually we'll see more of what I call mixed collar dating. Educated career women who are married to cops or firemen or plumbers, things like that.
Okay, and in your book you talk about leaning in a relationship. What do you mean by that?
Well, we hear so much advice to career women about leaning in professionally, and I think women need to lean in more with relationships as well. And there are 2 reasons for that. One, if there are more women than men in the what I call the white-collar dating pool, the men aren't going to be as aggressive, right? I mean, they're not going to be as take charge and assertive. And the other reason is that I think a lot of guys nowadays are a little gun shy. I mean, they get mixed messages about how assertive or how take charge they should be, and nobody knows the guys don't know if it's okay to be very aggressive at a bar or to what the right thing to say is. So I think guys are less likely to get offended if you're overly forward with them. So I think it behooves women to be more assertive with men.
Okay, I like that. And any other tips for people trying to navigate this crazy dating world that we're in?
Well, geography matters. So, obviously I'm not going to tell a 40-year-old career woman who's single to leave Kansas City or leave New York and move to Silicon Valley just because the dating math is better there. But there are parts of the country that are more favorable for women or more favorable for men. In general, a lot of the West Coast cities like Seattle and San Francisco tend to be better for women, whereas East Coast cities like New York or Washington tend to be better for men.
Wow. All right. And where can people get the book?
You can get Dateonomics on Amazon, BarnesandNoble.com, hopefully your local bookstore.
So interesting. Jon, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Lean in, Christine.
Lean in. And you know what's interesting? My boyfriend didn't go to college, and I'm pretty sure he's smarter than me. That's what I feel like. But he had so much, he was in the workforce since he was 15, so he has so much job experience and has learned so much that when it comes to that, he's really good at it.
So, well, you're doing it right.
I know.